Founded in 1996, Gayatri Restaurant is going to be celebrating its 20th anniversary this year. The restaurant's food is rooted in the soil of southern India and is prepared in the restaurant exactly like it's prepared at home. Fragrant spices, pungent and warm spices from the four corners of the country are delicately blended in meticulous proportions to create the dishes the restaurant presents to its customers.
I'm Shanmugam Ganesan. I'm age 53 from GAYATRI30 and I'm CEO of the firm. Yeah, I'm born in 1963 and I studied in Rangoon Road Primary School, and I did my secondary in East Pio Secondary School, and I finished my O-level. My father was a government servant before he retired, and he worked for a textile company. Within 4 years, he thought that he wants to go through the textile business. He just started business when I was a teenager, 16 years old, and at the age of 20, my dad had an accident and I have to take over my dad's business. My father really wanted me to follow his footsteps, and I did, because he really wanted me to do that. Going into textile business was really very tough because they have big giants there where banks trust them and they are very comfortable doing business. And at that point of time, I was a small merchant there in Rangoon Road, and not many people will trust us being a young businessman, and we don't get that kind of support that other companies get. Many bad patches I've seen, but to get the light at the end of the tunnel, it took long and a lot of hard work throughout my life. And I continued that for about 10 years, and I started to think about F&B business because my textile business was not doing so good. So I diverted my attention in F&B. After a failure in 1996, I thought I should do something that I want to do and be happy about it. That's one thing. The second thing is, of course, survival. At that point of time, survival was very, very important, and I thought I will survive in the F&B industry. And I started a pub in 1991. It's called Bottoms Up. There too, I didn't do too well, and I thought that was not my cup of tea. And then I look at restaurant which was doing quite good all over, and I started 1996 to concentrate on F&B, Indian cuisine. I had some workers who are from India, and I think they taught me quite a lot of things in food, and I learned from them, and I was not shy to learn from them. And the first day I was really crying to get onto the trade, and I even regret opening a restaurant on the first day. And it was like that for about few months before I really said, yes, let's get up and work and be successful. And learning from these boys was a bit tedious thing, but I managed it, I learned it. I think now I can teach them. I started at Chandra Road, 1996. I stayed there 2 years before the building was acquired by the government. And thereafter I moved to the Indian Association. I stayed there for another 2 years. And I thought that was not a good business because the turnover there was more focused on drinking and little food. So I came back to Race Course Lane, and I did quite good there. And that is where this was 2001 inspired me to do even better and concentrate. And 2003 I shifted my place again to 122 Race Course Road. Ever since, I'm still here, and I bought this place and I move on to many other places. I have branches. So this is where I started to do better and better and better. And of course, there are downfalls at time where your food the food that you do are not up to the expectation. So that is where we have to improve ourselves, think back where you have gone wrong, where your boys has gone wrong, and you come back and improve the next time. There were a few turning points that I have. People recognize my restaurant. People think that yes, this restaurant has improved. I trust them for big parties, big functions. They trusted me. They gave the kind of orders, and that excited me. They said, wow, this is a big order and from big firms, and I think I should prove them that I'm reliable. Today, I'm very passionate about F&B and the Indian cuisine, or even other cuisines, because I also do Western cuisine, like the Marlborough College. So F&B is in my blood, and I don't want to go into any other business except F&B. This business has been good, so we are moving towards automation. We are trying our best to go for lean manpower so as to survive in this competitive business. 2016, I have 4 outlets on GAYATRI branding. I have catering solutions in Singapore that is being managed by my eldest son at Tuas Mega Yard. My second son look after the kitchens. All the cookings and everything will be taken care of him. The management here for GAYATRI will be looked after by myself, and slowly I intend to pass it on to my 2 sons. And I have another joint. I told you about Marlborough College at JB, Johor Bahru. It's also run by me and another partner of mine. I have Cool Kitchen, which is situated at Food Exchange, and we supply sauces to about 3 very famous restaurants. We are also planning to have a central kitchen in Malaysia, so as it will back up the restaurants and other outlets of mine. Currently, we are building another consortium. Consists of 8 local restaurants who are non-vegetarian, and this consortium will back up all these 8 restaurants, and if possible many other restaurants in Little India. It's being supported by Spring Singapore, WDA and all those things, and that is our very important project for many of this 8 consortium, and that will be open end of March. What I really like to do is to keep Indian food in Singapore alive, and I'm fighting for that, not only for myself, to many other brands that we have in Little India or around Singapore. That is very important for us to keep. So for me, being a F&B man, I want to retain this in Singapore. Today I'm successful, but the success shouldn't go into my head, and I hope that I will go off successfully. For any businessman or entrepreneurs, I think you have to work hard. You may fail, but don't give up. Stay focused on whatever you do and do your best. If there is a downfall, pick yourself up and work very hard towards business. If you are happy, you can do what you want. If you get enough money, you can do what you want. Don't be greedy. Work very hard. That is very important in business. You must work very hard. You can enjoy, have discipline, and do your best.